Hello there. This is Ryan Haley, and I'm the broker and owner with Atlantic Shores Sotheby's International Realty, coming to you for the real estate market here in Worcester County update for the week of September 7th, 2022. Wanted to start as to what's going on locally here in our real estate market. And when we look specifically at Worcester County and the real estate market here for the last 7 days, we've seen a fairly balanced market. In fact, we saw 63 new listings come on the market in the last 7 days, while at the same time, we had 55 of those listings go under contract. So a few more listings that went under contract, but still relatively balanced. We are seeing the best properties getting lots of attention. And in some cases, we're seeing multiple offer situations. In other cases, we're seeing some properties that maybe were listed earlier in the summer here with a higher list price. And in some of those cases, we've seen a few price reductions. In fact, in the county here, we've seen 27 price reductions in the last 7 days. My thought on that is that we are not seeing prices decline. We are actually seeing list prices decline, values holding and actually increasing a little bit. But the people who maybe came on here in the beginning part of the summer overshot the mark, now are making some adjustments in order to get to the level where the buyers are today and get their properties sold. So fairly balanced, like I mentioned. When we look at the entire county inventory, we have currently 309 properties for sale, while in the last 30 days, we've seen 167 of those properties go under contract. So that's just under half of the total inventory has gone under contract, and that gives us just less than a 2-month supply of inventory today. That is up from when we saw in June, where we were just around 1 month supply. Once again, we saw some of those prices that were a little high and buyers that were not quite willing to go that level. Thus, we're seeing some of that price reduction and a few more properties on the market. What's happening nationally? Well, one thing I wanted to point on nationally is that we saw some predictions this week as to where mortgage rates could be going over the course of the next year. Freddie Mac, Fannie Mae, the Mortgage Bankers Association, and NAR have all released their projections for the next year. And as we enter Q4 of 2022, the average prediction there is that we'll be at 5.4% on a 30-year fixed mortgage. As we go into Q1 of 2023, we're not seeing much change at all. A possible reduction down to 5.3. Same holds true for Q2 in 23, where they're predicting 5.2%. And then we might actually see a little bit of a change as we enter Q3 of 2023, where they are projecting that we could be around 4.8% when we average all four of those industries or industry experts as to their prediction as to where we might be. So fast forward in a year from now, today possibly 5.4, in a year we could be at 4.8%. Obviously all projections. Nobody's 100% sure exactly where we will be, but what I will say is this. If you can find a property right now that checks all the boxes, it is a good idea to go ahead, secure the property if it makes sense for you today. Yes, if you went with a 30-year fixed mortgage, your interest rate may be a little bit higher right now. But what we've seen is, and what we're predicting, at some point, these interest rates may come down, which would give you the opportunity to possibly refinance to a lower rate. Or you could opt for a ARM product, an adjustable rate mortgage today, which typically would give you a locked-in interest rate for anywhere up to 7 to 10 years. And then at the end of the 7 to 10 year period, you would have an adjustable rate. That rate could adjust. But there's also the chance that we'll most likely see interest rates decline over the course of the next 7 to 10 years, which would give you that opportunity to possibly refinance. So there you have it. That is the real estate market update here for Worcester County for the week of September 7th, 2022. Once again, I'm Ryan Haley. If there's anything I can do to assist you, it would be my pleasure. If you like this content, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Give us a thumbs up, as we would love to continue to deliver this content to you on a weekly basis.